there's all these dumb, cute sayings in this world and stuff. And, there's don't let the vampire in, don't take gifts from your enemies, something like that, and karma and all this crap. And it's like, well, the karma thing's debunked because I'm still here. So that's that. I have not been shot in the head 10 million fucking times yet, so it's not real. And then the other two things, like I have problems with it because I don't want some fool to think that they did something for me if I don't want them to think they did something for me. So like I had people trying to give me diamonds once, and I'm like, no, we're not accepting diamonds. We don't even have a use for diamonds, so we're not going to accept them. How about you buy me something useful? I'll accept that gift. But would I give a shit if like my enemy bought it for me? Should have took the diamonds and fucking sold them and bought fucking measures to eliminate my enemies with them. That's what I should have did. Don't let the vampire in. They say, well, I say open the fucking door. Say, hey, how you doing? Have a seat. Lock the door. Put chain on the door. Deadbolt it. Lock the handle. And then be like, let's play a game. That's the way I see it. Make fun out of it. Don't, the more serious I took this life, like when I was a kid and they're invading my life and keeping me away from people I want and just feeding me drugs all the time, you know what was happening? I was involved in like orgies as a child and group sex with adults and doing drugs all the time. Fun times. Hey, it's my fault for not wanting to continue with the fun times, right? I'm taking things too seriously now. I don't want that thing. I never really did. I mean, I was always like kind of like weirded out, like sitting around in a room full of naked people, like, yeah, this is uncomfortable as fuck. But also like I learned probably when I was a second-year old that if you act like you don't like something humans like, that could be the last breath you take. So better than act like you enjoy everything that's happening on the planet. I mean, it's done no good to try to fight it anyways, right? Just like, hell, I had it better than everyone. Just sit around and have orgies and do drugs all day as a child and stuff. Like, no one got to do that, did they? There's probably actually a lot of people got to do that, like Jeffrey Epstein's, like his co-workers. Let's call them co-workers because most of them probably enjoyed it, right? Like, I mean, I didn't, but what can you do? Like, if that's all the humans allow is like to worship this overprivileged group, this overprivileged family upon this earth, and who that's their entire method is to invade your life, pump you full of drugs, keep you away from people you're interested in, and sell you out to group sex and stuff like that. I mean, technically, it could have been a lot more fun too. Like if I would have just like accepted it, especially if I would have accepted better drugs. I mean, these other ones that they make legal, like make life hell and are useless, like the weed and the alcohol. It's trash, dude. Those people are always trash, fucking, aren't they? Fucking, I mean, the drugs feel like trash. Literally, that's not in their description, fucking, to make you feel good. And there are actual things out there. That's the description of what it does, and they actually do that. So, yeah, I mean, hey. And technically, it's pretty shitty because of all the alcohol and stuff. And these days, I just use it as a tool to try to kill myself to escape the humans in their fucking prison planet. But what can you do? What can you do? I mean, I was offered to have all the fun in the world. I didn't want it like that, right? I wanted something I wanted, not people coming to my life and pump me full of amphetamines when I was a child. Oh, by the way, we should start calling out these people. This is Oakland Park Elementary over on Oakland Park Road, Columbus, Ohio. They're the ones they're one of the people pumping children full of drugs. So we need to go there. We need to round up everyone who works there, and we need to send them off to China so they can repay their debt. Okay? Send them to China. Say these are workers willing to repay uh, the uh, the deficit we owe you. That's what we need to start doing with all these people. All these people involved in these doctors, go into these hospitals, take these people, ship them to China, and tell China, these are your workers now. Do not pay them except for food. Please try to feed them. Other than that, they're not going to be working tomorrow because they're not going to be there. That's what we need to start doing. So, Oakland Park Elementary School. You know what? Like, we got two options. We can call in the bombers, which we're not going to ever call them off. It's been 40 years in the making. It's not going to end. So the bombers already called in, but what we can do is we can attempt to repay our debts to the other nations. In that way, we have safe havens once the poison rat nations are dealt with properly. You know, I think that's a great thing to do. I think that's a real great thing to do. And I think anyone who is against doing that to people who have been drugging children, I think you have just signed up. Congratulations, you are now enlisted in the labor army to repay your debt to society.